But fortunate or unfortunate, these columns will be there in the tables. These columns will be there in the tables. In the data warehouse, we have a lot of tables. Instead of firing a query on multiple tables, take the table which are satisfying our requirement. For our requirement, we need only 4 columns. First, you need to check where that 4 columns were there. How you can check it here that you need to take a help of the ETL guide. The ETL guide will explain where the tables were there. Based on the ETL KT, you just need to identify the tables where you have these columns. That tables you need to import. As per my requirement, my project requirement, I need an article label. That article label is there in the article lookup. Just drag and drop that particular article label, article lookup table. And I need a year. That year will be there in the calendar year lookup. So I decided with the help of my ETL KT, yes, that is there in my calendar year lookup. And the next, I need a soft fact. Soft fact. That is there in my soft fact. That is there. The quantity sold, amount sold, there is the soft fact. That's why I am importing soft fact also. Yes, you imported soft fact. Once you imported your tables, you need to create a joins. You need to create a joins between the tables. In Vivo, we have a lot of joins. In Vivo, we have many joins. We are about to discuss the joins. Till now we discussed a couple of days back. I hope you are comfortable how to create a project and how to create connection and how to publish a connection as a secure connection and how to create a data foundation on top of project. Just nothing is there. Rightly new data foundation and give the name of the data foundation. It will ask you to select a single data source or multiple data sources. If you take single data source, that time it will ask you to select only single connection. Once you selected single connection, it will display available tables in that particular data warehouse. Then based on your requirement, select the tables and import the tables. Very next step, you need to make a joins between the tables based on your requirement. If customer is requested to take all article labels from article lookup and respective quantity sold and amount sold as well as respective quantity sold amount sold. That means if the article label is presented in article lookup as well as soft fact, if you want to display the results, that time you need to create an Equi join between article lookup and the soft fact. Equi join. In Vivo, we have a lot of joins. I just want to explain the joins. We are about to discuss the joins. Equi, left outer, right outer, full outer, theta, shortcut, self-restricting, self-restricting, complex. We'll see one by one. Equijan. Facts, Equijan. Equijan is a join between two tables with the equal operator between the matching columns. An equijan is a join between two tables with the equal operator with the matching column names. I hope you know when you go for equijan. Let me explain. With a small example, it will take only 1 minute. Then we'll move to other join. Let me explain with the example with the two tables, how it will execute and how it will fetch a data. For example, assume I have article lookup. There I have a columns called as article ID, article ID, article label, article label. In article ID I have A1, A2, A3 and article label XYZ, ABC, DEF. I have other table called as a sub fact. There I have article ID as foreign key and quantity sold as well as amount sold. Article ID I have A1 and quantity sold 5,000. Amount sold around I have a 25 lakhs. A1 again, one more customer part A1, 12 quantities, some amount. A2, some people, part 54, they have done 54 sales and this amount. This is my data. When you apply equivalent, when you apply between this equivalent, the report will display only matching results between these two tables. Sir, can you explain what data you get in the report if you apply equivalent? I want to display article label, quantity sold and amount sold with the equivalent between these two tables. I have a table 1 with the article ID, article label. Table 2 I have article ID, quantity sold and amount sold. I want to get a matching data. Hello, can you hear me? Shiva sir, can you explain?
5 to 6, sir.
Here based on what you call the result will be A1.
Yeah, the thing is, I want to display article label, quantity sold and amount sold.
Okay, that is article label is XYZ.
Okay.
5,000, 2 lakh 50,000.
Okay, 5,000, 2 lakhs 50,000.
Again XYZ.
Okay.
12, 45, 45.
Okay, 45.
And A2, that is ABC. 54, 45 lakhs 46,667.
Okay. This is what you get in the result set. But my customer is asking to display all article labels, their respective quantity sold, amount sold, as well as unmatching results from left side and null values from right side. Now you are displaying the labels which are presented, means that article ID is presented in both the tables. But sometimes customer will ask us to take a decision on the product which are not doing any sales. That time they will ask us to display all article labels which are there in the article lookup and respective article IDs which are presented in the right side table, and as well as unmatching results from left side and null values also from right side. When I apply left outer join, that time tell me what results you get here. XYZ? Hello? When I apply left outer join, XYZ 2,50,000, agree?
Yes.
XYZ 12, what will you get here? 45?
45.
ABC, and you will get 54, and here you will get
454,667.
yes, 4667, as well as you will get what?
DEF.
DEF. On this side you will get what?
00.
Null, not zero.
Yeah.
Nulls. You will get nulls. Here you will get a null. This is your left outer join. This is your left outer join. First we will see how to create an equi join in Equi. Then later we will see how to make a left, right, full, theta, shortcut as well as complex and self-restricting join. if we want to make a left, for example, if the customer is requested in the requirement, they want only the labels which are doing sales. They want to see the report, labels which are doing sales. That time you need to go for labels which are doing sales. They requested to see only the labels which are doing sales. That time you go for Equi join. If they requested to display all labels and the respective sales as well as the labels which are not doing sales with the null values, that time you need to go for left outer join. Now anyway, if you want to take only the labels which are doing sales, you need to go for Equi join. When you see in the article lookup, you have article ID. In the soft fact, you have article ID. If you want to create a join between two tables in PO, one method is to drag and drop that particular column into the right side table with the matching column. Yes, I'm just dragging and dropping article lookup article ID with the soft facts article ID. Yes, I drag and drop. You know the preferential integrity rules. If you want to make an universe, if you want to make a join between two tables, the mandatory is two tables must have a matching columns, and as well as one table must have a primary key, another table must have a foreign key. One table must have a primary key, another table must have a foreign key. Yes, that you need to test. If you want to test that, just double click on join line, click on detect, it will set the cardinality. Now it will set 1, n, click on OK. You have a join line. This time it will check common article ID which is there in article lookup as well as soft fact. Then it will take only matching results. This will give only matching results. Yes, as per our requirement, we need article label. Article label is there in article lookup, and amount sold, quantity sold is there in the soft fact. With the help of a join between article lookup article ID and soft fact article ID, we can take the results. And the very next, I want to take a year from calendar year lookup. If you want to take year from calendar year lookup, you need to create a join between soft fact and calendar year lookup. When you see there is a matching column between calendar year and soft fact is week ID and week ID. But when you see in article lookup and calendar year lookup, you don't have any matching condition. So you cannot create a join between article lookup and calendar year lookup. Now only one alternative for us is you can create a join between soft fact and calendar year lookup. So you need to take a matching columns between these two week ID and connecting with the week ID. Then double click. Then you need to double click on join line. Click on detect, it will set the cardinality. Yes, now you are comfortable. You created a equijoin between these three tables. Now the result set, you will get only the matching labels, they respect to quantity sold, and then it will check a matching week IDs between soft fact and calendar year lookup. Then that years it will fetch from calendar year lookup. First we go to article lookup, article ID 1. It will check that article ID presented here. Then it will select that particular week, and that week ID it will check in the calendar year lookup. If that week ID is presented here, yes, there's a way label, quantity sold, amount sold, then that particular year. Next, first article ID, then it will map the second article ID. If it is matching, then it will go to the week ID and it will check that week ID in the right side table. If that week ID is there, then it will take that particular year, second year from the calendar year lookup, that will present in the results. If it is not matching, it won't take the results. Then it will go to third, same story. This is a way it will execute your query in the three tables with the help of two giants. But in this case, you will get only the matching results between three tables. Okay, that is your equivalent. Sometimes customer will ask us, that means the end user will ask us to get all our from article lookup and respective quantity sold, amount sold. For unmatching article IDs, they will ask us to display nulls from the right side table. That time, we need to go to left outer join. A left outer join is a join. It is a combination of equi join with the left side checkbox. Left outer join always will fetch all values from left side, only matching results from right side. For unmatched records, it will fetch null values from right side. For unmatched records, it will fetch null values from right side. That is your left outer join. We'll see how to make a left outer join in PO. I hope already I explained the result set. What you will get in the left.
Lookup article ID, you need to join with the soft fact article ID. Once you created a join between article lookup and the soft fact, then double click on join line and click on detect. Then you need to enable left side checkbox. This we called as the left outer join. This we called as the left outer join. This is a way you can make your left outer join between two tables. This time you'll get all labels. For unmatched records, you'll get null values from right side. Okay, that is well and good. You created your join. Then next concept is full outer join. For example, see, I have a two tables. I want to take two tables. Table 1 called as a project ID. Table 1 called as a project table. There have a project ID and a project name. And table 2 called as the employee table. There have an employee ID, employee name as well as project ID. In project ID, in the project table, project ID is the primary key. In employee table, project ID is the foreign key. Now, my requirement is, my customer is asking to display results like employee name, project name. Employee name respect to project name. Employee name, project name. In project table, I have a project 1, project 2, project 3, and project name is P1. Project ID 2, the corresponding name is P2. Project 3, project name is P3. In employee ID, I have a 1 name called as XYZ and PID allocated for 3, project number 3, and employee 2, his name is ABC. His name is ABC, allocated for project 1. Employee number 3, DEF, is not allocated for any project. Employee number 4, EFG is allocated for project 2. My customer is asking now to display all employees, their respective project. If that employee is not allocated for any project, still they are requesting us to display project name as null. When you see it, and there you have 4 employees, but when you see the project, you have 3 projects, and employee 3 is not allocated for any project. Still, if they are requested to display in the result set, That time you need to write a SQL query like that. The below. You need to write select employee name from employee table, comma, project name from project table, where employee dot project dot pid equals to employee dot pid, right side plus symbol, that means right outer join. When you apply right outer join, this time the execution starts from the right side. First it will check the employee, it will start from this record. There you have a project id 3, it will check for project id 3. Yes, there, that time it will give a result called as xyz. Project name, the name of the project for third is P3. Then it will go to the second record. Project ID is number 1, and it will check project ID 1 here. The project ID is P1, and project ID 1 in the employee table is allocated for employee 2. His name is ABC, and project name is P1. Then it go to third, and it will check third employee. Third, there is no project. Still it will fetch in the results. It will give that as a DEF, and project name it will give null. Then it will go to EFG. So EF, so fourth employee, the project name is 2. It will check second project number in the project table 2, and the project name is P2, and his employee name is EFG. So it will take EFG, and project name is P2. This is a way it will fetch. This time you got a null values from left side table and all values from right side table. That means employee table, you got all employees, you done all employees, and the respective project names in the left side table P1, P2, P3. There is no project for DEF. Still from left side table you got a null value. That is your right outer join. Yes, exactly. We need not to write any query. I'm just taking example and explaining. But in BO, based on your join creation, it will create a SQL query. We need not to create a query. Okay. Now, if you want to take a matching results from left side and all values from right side and null values from left side, you need to go to right outer. A right outer only matching results from left side and null values from left side. That means right outer is quite opposite to your left outer join. If you want to make a join as a right outer, you just need to double click on that particular join line, and you just need to enable right outer checkbox. Click on OK. This time it will fetch null values from left side table, all values from right side table. If you want to take both null values and all values from both tables, that time you need to go to full outer join. Full outer join is a combination of left plus right. It will fetch all from left, all from right, as well as null values from left, null values from right. That join you call as the full outer join. If you want to make a full outer join between two tables, first you need to Equi join. Then you need to double click on join line. This time you need to enable both the checkboxes called left and right. But here, unfortunate, you can select only one checkbox, but not both. If you want to select both the checkboxes, what you need to do in BO is, if you want to make a join as a full outer join, you need to go to parameters. Then you need to go to parameters. You need to make ANSI 92 as yes. Once you make ANSI 92 as S, and click on OK. Once you make an ANSI 92 as a S, then comfortably you can make a full outer join between two tables. When you make full outer join, between two tables, you can see outer circles both the sides, this side as well as this side. This time you'll get all values from left side table and all values from right side table. Null values you'll get left as well as right. That means all from both, null values from both. That is your full outer join. Then they will ask us a FAQ between what is the difference between a full outer join and Cartesian product. Viswa, the question for you. Viswa, are you there?
Hello?
Can you tell me what is the difference between full outer join and Cartesian product? Hello?
Hello, sir?
Are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. Tell me the difference between full outer join and Cartesian product.
Cartesian product is the multiplication of the values.
Yes, it multiplication of two tables. What about full outer join?
Full outer join shows the null values in both the tables.
At max it will fetch what? Yes,
yeah.
at max it will fetch addition of two tables, I told you, right?
Yes.
But Cartesian product always it will take what?
It multiplies the
Multiplication
values.
of two tables. When you take full outer join, it will take all from left. Yes, exactly. Definitely they'll ask you two questions. You have a chance for two questions. Question number one, they'll ask what is what is full outer join? Tell me how you make a full outer join. That time you need to explain. A full outer join is a combination of left and right, and
Muted.
will fetch all from left, all from right, as well as null from both the tables. Then for creating a full outer join in BO, first step we need to go to parameters. We need to make ANSI 92 as a S. Once you make ANSI 92 as a S, then you need to create an Equi join between the two tables, and then double click on Equi join, double click on join line, then enable both the checkboxes. That time you'll get all from left, all from right, as well as null values from left, null values from right. That is your full outer join. That is mandatory. Parameters you need to make, parameters ANSI 92 you need to make as a S, and as well as you need to create an equijoin between two tables and enable left side checkbox as well as right side checkbox between the tables. That is mandatory for full outer join. Okay, that is fine. We talked about left, we talked about right, we talked about full outer, and we talked about equijoin. Whatever the joins you created till now, that all will with the equi operator, with the left or right or both the checkboxes or without checkbox. If you are not enabled any checkbox, that time it will be a equijoin. If you enable left side checkbox, it is a left. If you enable right side checkbox, it is a right. If you enable both the checkboxes, that is a full outer join. Then the next join is called as the theta join. Theta join. We'll see how to make a theta join. Sometimes, let me take other connection, other tables into this universe. I hope you have a one more connection. One more is called as, if you want to import a tables, you just need to click on insert tables. In this, when you expand this connection, you have a one more data warehouse called as a club with the same. I want to take a tables. I don't have a tables for satisfying that requirement in the current universe. There are a table called as a customer as well as age group. I want to import the two tables. I imported the two tables. The customer age, two tables called as a customer age, customer as well as age group table. I want to explain an example with the customer and age group. Sometimes end user requests us to display customer first name, customer last name. They see first name, last name is there in the customer table. Age range is there in the age group table. Age group table. If you want to display first name, last name, age range, you need to create a join between these two tables. Fortunate or unfortunate, I don't have any matching column, but still my customer is asking to display age range and customer first name, last name. This time what you need to do is you need to compare one column with the two columns in other table. But when you take your equi, when you take left, when you take right, when you take full outer, all you are creating with the column, one column from one table, one column from other table. But here, if you don't have matching columns, this time what you need to do is, you need to compare one column of one table with the multiple columns of another table. When you see in the customer, you have a column called as age. When you see age group, you have a minimum age and maximum age. This time, you need to make a join is called as a theta join. When you create a join other than equal operator, that join we call as a theta join. The definition of theta join says that a theta join is join which contains an expression that is other than equal operator. That is other than equal operator. If you have a matching columns between two tables, you can satisfy that condition with the equal operator. If you don't have a matching conditions between two tables, that time that you cannot satisfy with the equal operator. That time you need to make a join other than equality means less than or greater than. Now I want to create a join with less than and greater than between two tables. Let me create a join. If you want to create a join between these two tables, when you see in the customer you have a age and age group you have a minimum and maximum. If that particular customer comes between this minimum age and maximum age, that range you need to take and display. How the data will be presented here, you know. In the age customer table you have a age, customer name, age group table you have a minimum age, maximum age and age range. Age group table I have a 12, customer name called as C1, I have a 18, customer name called as C2, and I have a 25, customer name called as C3, I have a 35, customer name called as C4. Minimum age I have 1 to 10 age. The age range is less than 10, 11 to 20. I have a age range name called as less than 20. I have a less than 20 and age range I have a 21, 30, age range called as less than 30, have a 31, 40, age range called as less than 40. This is my age and age range, but my customer is asking to display customer names and their respective age ranges. Unfortunate or fortunate, customer name is there in the customer table, age range is there in the age table, and between these two tables, you don't have a matching columns, still you need to make a join. That time you need to make a theta join called as age, customer age greater than age minimum and is less than minimum is less than maximum is the time how the system will execute, it will take customer name, your customer name. In the result class, you are writing select customer name and age range. This time it will take C1, age is 12. It will compare with the minimum as well as maximum. 12 is not less than 1, so condition is not satisfied. Then it will go to this 11 and 20. 12 is greater than 11 and less than 20. So C1 comes here. Age is 12. The 12 is greater than 11 and less than 20. So you'll get the age range is less than 20. Then we'll go to C2. Age is 18. 18 it will compare with the 1 and 10. Yes, 18 is greater than 1 but not less than 10. So condition is not satisfied. And 18 is greater than 11 and less than 20. So it satisfied the condition. So it will get in the results C2 less than 20. Then C3, we'll go to C3. Age 25. 25 is greater than 1 but not less than 10. So it is not satisfied. 25 is greater than 11 but not less than 20. It is not satisfied. Then it will go to 21, 30. That time 25 is greater than 21 and less than 30. So it will satisfied. You will get a age range C3 less than 30. And C4 you have a 35. 35 is greater than 1 and not less than 10. So not satisfied. Greater than 11 but not less than 20. Not satisfied. Greater than 21 but not less than 30. Not satisfied. 35 is greater than 31 and less than 40. So it is satisfied. C4. So less than 40 is satisfied. So this is the way you'll get a result set. This you call as theta join. This you call as theta join. If you want to make a theta join between two tables, how you create in Vivo, first you need to go to insert, join, select a customer table here. In the left side, select age. In the right side, you need to select age group. Select minimum age. Press your control button. Select maximum age. This time it will create a between two joins and detect cardinality. So you'll get this kind of join you called as the theta join in Vivo. This kind of join you called as the theta join in Vivo. When you create a join line between two tables with other than equality, that join you call as a theta join. Now I created a join between two tables by using customer.age greater than age group dot minimum age and customer.age less than age group dot maximum, that is a between customer age between age group minimum age and age group maximum age. This kind of joins you called as the theta joins in Vivo. Today we talked about Equi, left, right, full outer as well as theta join. Where Equi on left, right, full outer is with the matching columns between two tables with the equal operator. Your theta join is not between the matching columns. The theta join is with less than and greater than operator between two tables. That is your theta join. No left outer, no right outer. Left outer or right outer, full outer is with the equal operators. But here you don't have equijoin. It is other than equijoin. where equi, left, right, full outer, all with the equal operator. But here you're creating a join other than equal operator. That we call as a theta join. Okay. Today I'm going to stop the class. Please ask me if you have any doubts. If you have any doubts, please ask me if you have any doubts.
Unmuted.
And tomorrow I'm going to explain other giants. Please let me know if you have any doubts today.
Nothing at the moment from my side, Murli.
Okay, thanks. And what about Radhika and Viswa?
No
Viswa,
doubts,
any
sir.
doubts?
No doubts, sir.
Harika, ma'am. Harika, are you there? Okay, then. Thanks. Meet you tomorrow. Meet you tomorrow and see the remaining giants called as a shortcut giant, complex hang, and self-restricting giant. Then I'll show you how to resolve loops and how to make classes and objects. Later, this universe I will take you as a input and I'll create a reports and I'll explain you each and every concept in the report side. Okay. Thanks. Thanks for time.
Murli, I sent a mail to you.
Okay, okay, I'll reply back.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
The organizer has ended the session and this call will be disconnected.